Hi, my name's Ben. Welcome to Craft and Conquer, where we craft duct tape weapons, paint miniatures, and share riding tips. I am a huge Star Wars fan, so today I am so excited because I'm going to be showing you the first steps in how to make a lightsaber out of duct tape and foam. Let's go to the table to check out our materials. Punch it, Chewie! Alright, so the first thing you're going to need to make this lightsaber is what's called the core. Our core is a 200 psi PVC pipe. You can get them at a hardware store. They sell them in 10-foot lengths. And make sure it's a 200 psi and not a schedule 40. The schedule 40 is good for other things, but a little bit too heavy for the lightsaber. So to prep this core, we're going to cut it down to size. But first, let me go through some of these other materials. We have a standard pool noodle that you can get at any convenience store like Dollar General or Walmart. You don't want the ones that are super thick. You want ones that have about a 2-inch diameter. So you're going to need to have a full length of that, and then maybe some scrap pieces. You need your PVC pipe cutters, a sharp non-serrated knife, permanent marker for marking, measuring tape, scissors, some EVA foam. This is foam that you can buy at the gym section at Walmart. It's a closed cell foam. It's a little less than a 1/2 inch, but this is what they use sometimes on flooring for home gyms. And then, of course, your duct tape in various colors. We are making a blue lightsaber today, so I have my blue duct tape. And then you need your basic silver and then any colors you want to use to decorate the handle with. Today I'm going with a black and a shiny chrome. So with those materials out of the way, let's go ahead and prep this core. The first thing you're going to want to do is cut the overall length of the core. And for the purpose of this lightsaber, we're actually making a Padawan lightsaber, which is a 32-inch lightsaber. The core is always 2 inches shorter than your overall length. So I'm going to go to the 30 mark, and I'm going to mark that. And then cut it with our PVC pipe cutters. Alright, once you have the core cut and prepared, 2 inches shorter than your overall desired length, we're going to follow what's called the rule of 4. The rule of 4 helps determine the size of your blade and the size of your handle. So you take your overall length and you divide it by 4. So 32, and again, it's not what you cut the core, it's your overall length. So 32 divided by 4 is 8. So we're going to have an 8-inch handle, and the rest of that will be 24 inches will be the blade. Now, to get an accurate reading for the 8-inch handle, we need to prepare what I call the plugs. This is where the EVA foam comes in. I'm going to cut 2 1-inch circles out of this EVA foam, and we're going to use one of those as we get our measurement for our handle. So let me do that real quick. One of the easiest ways to do it is to take your PVC pipe end and kind of stamp it into the foam. So you have these markings that you can follow when you're cutting. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want it to be able to sit on the end of the PVC pipe. So, like I said, we're going to be following the rule of 8. And in order to have, the rule of 4, and in order to have that 8-inch handle overall, you need to measure it with this protective plug. So once that protective plug is kind of sitting on the back, I'm going to measure it to 8 inches for our handle. All right. With that marked, we are now ready to cut the blade. I'm going to get our pool noodle here. I'm going to line up one end with what we just marked at that 8-inch mark. And once that's lined up with the end of the pool noodle, we're going to come to this end and we're going to cut the pool noodle. Now don't cut it flush with the end of your core. You want to overlap about a 1/2 inch past. You want to go a 1/2 inch past that core. Right? So once that's in place, cut straight down. Make sure your knife is sharp so it doesn't curve when you cut. You want to have a nice flat top. Okay, so we should have everything we need to move on to our next portion, which is to cut the emitter and the cap. So the emitter is the portion that the blade comes out of, and we're just going to take our scrap piece of noodle. We're going to cut about a 3/4 inch ring. Again, nice and straight. You don't want your emitter to look wonky. Once that's cut, just set it aside. And now we're going to cut our end cap. So the end cap is the same diameter of a noodle, so about 2 inches. I'm going to line that up, and I'm just going to mark it. Same diameter of the noodle, and then we'll cut that in half. And this is what will sit on the top. Alright, now we are prepped and ready to go. Check out my next video for part 2, and we will assemble the lightsaber together. Alright, now we're prepped and ready to go. Go ahead and check out my next video for part 2 as we assemble the lightsaber. Also, in the comments, go ahead and write down which color of lightsaber you will make. That's important to know when you're gathering materials. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. May the Force be with you.